Hi everyone. Today I will share my critical review of the article titled 25 Years of Warehouse Scale Computing. This paper talks about how warehouse scale computing has changed over time. It started as a small scale tool for web search but has grown to support cloud platform and AI tasks. The author highlight the key moments in its development, how hardware and software work together, and challenges like growth and environmental impact. They also focus on the Google's major contributions to warehouse scale computing. The key contribution of this paper, it explains five key stages in the process of warehouse scale computing. The paper describes how warehouse scale computing evolved by transitioning from basic data center to advanced design that are modular and scalable. It highlights the development of serverless computing with simplified operation by introducing easier to manage abstraction layer. It explains the creation of specialized hardware such as the tensor processing unit to improve the performance in the specific tasks like machine learning. The paper also discussed the use of advanced method, including the dynamic power management to save the energy in large-scale systems. It identified the advancement in areas such as the AI workload and genomics as a key trend influencing the warehouse scale computing developments. The author also stressed the importance of designing hardware and software together to make the system modular. As for the strength of the paper, it has a structured chronological approach when it uses a timeline to make the warehouse scale computing development easier to understand. It includes details on the TPUs, software-defined networks, and better cooling methods. It includes the real-world use such as the e-commerce, social media, and the energy efficiency. It emphasizes on the dynamic power management and renewable energy integrations. It also discussed how this innovation made the operation efficiency and environmental goal. As for limitations, while Google's role is important, the paper overlooked insights from other companies like AWS and Microsoft Azure. It lacked a comprehensive view of the S-scale computing ecosystem. There is also no specific information about the energy saving or cost to back up the claim. It has limited empirical results and assessment of innovation. The discussion on the AI-driven system improvement lack of depth and practical device. It misses actionable insights for the practitioners in the warehouse scale computing environment. There are three gaps identified in this paper: external factor impacting the warehouse scale computing, the inner concerns like the resources allocation in the community, unexplored social economy impacts like the labor shift due to the automation. The second is the environmental and circular economy consideration. They have no focus on the life cycle impact of the warehouse scale computing, lack of exploration of the hardware recycling and reuse strategy. The last is a regulatory and geopolitical challenge, the essence of discussion on the data integrity and cross-border data flow, the needs of understanding complex legal and policy framework for the warehouse scale computing operator. As for the evaluation on the research methodology, it relies on a qualitative analysis rather than providing a concrete number of data. As for recommendation, it should include a comparative analysis of AWS and Azure for broader view. For the key finding, the warehouse scale computing have the modularity, energy efficient, and sustainability in the design. The challenges in lack of the empirical data, especially for AI optimization and resources allocation. As for the effectiveness and bias, it mainly focus on the Google introduce a potential bias and limits the generalization. As for recommendation, it should include the insights from the others company. As for critical reflection, it should include the strategy from AWS and Azure to provide a more balanced view of the industry. It can highlight the approaches to common challenge. The paper can add on the data on the energy consumption, ROI, and workload scalability to enhance the readability. For AI in warehouse scale computing optimization, Explore AI-driven predictive maintenance, resource allocation, and dynamic workload balancing. It can provide case study and methodology to make the discussion actionable. It can address the regulatory, geopolitical, and socio-economic challenge in this paper. The exploration of the implementation strategy for integrating quantum and edge computing into warehouse-scale computing focus on reducing latency and energy inefficiency through the decentralized workload. As for the consumer device limitation, it can highlight the challenge of energy inefficiency of the consumer device and how the warehouse scale computing resolve this issue. It can also discuss in development of framework for the energy efficiency warehouse scale computing using the renewable energy resources to address the scalability challenge in underserved area with additive technology. The advanced network protocol can also help to improve the data throughputs and reduce latency in various warehouse-scale computing environment. The AI integration can optimize the workload allocation and predict the system failure. In summary, the paper provides valuable insight into the history and development of warehouse-scale computing, particularly in emphasis on the Google's pioneers' efforts and key advancements in technology. However, the paper could have been more comprehensive by offering a broader perspective that includes contribution from other major industry players such as the AWS and Microsoft Azure. It also benefits from more detailed data and metrics to sustain the claims about the energy efficiency and cost effectiveness. Furthermore, addressing the global challenges such as the environmental sustainability, regulatory, and geopolitical risks would make the analysis more robust and impactful. Thank you for your attention.